In today's video, I'm going to talk about why Carner's Castle is a very good place to go when you're in your high 40s and maybe even low 50s. There's going to be some good random loot here, and it'll give you access to random loot from other places that may be a pain to get to. Okay, so let me get right into it and talk about this place first. But before we do that, I want to show you the spreadsheet, the Bobby Bick spreadsheet that shows what the name mobs are, what level they are. Here we go. Okay, so here it is now. It's been brought to my attention that they have changed things a little. When I first was on Thornblade, which is this Mischief's clone sister server, they had it back then where it was every 2 levels away from you. So if you were looking for a level 42 mob, it would be level 40. You could get loot from a level 40 to a level 44. But it's been brought to my attention that, and I haven't verified this, that supposedly it has been changed to have level ranges. For example, it would go from level 41 through 40, 45, 46 through 50. So you can see right now, if that's really the case, these ranges are going to be huge, like 79, line 79 there, and it goes to 45. Look at that. That's how many different mobs you can get from here. And these mobs out here in Trakanon's Teeth did not drop random loot when I was on the server. It may be that they do right now. I don't know. If that's the case, then if anybody knows, please let me know. If these whatever mobs out here, these are just the easy ones to kill. They're super easy to kill out in Trakanon's Teeth, and people kill them all the time while they're doing the old Sibyllis key. If that is the case, these are included in this giant range here, then this will be that would be a faster way than to go into a dungeon. But anyway, you're going to have to level up anyway, and a lot of people do go to Karnor's Castle to level up and to die, of course. But here we go. Let's talk about it. So the ones that we're talking about in the low 40s are the Skeletal Warlord. He's one of them. And then if we get down to 46, Century of Sathir. And we can keep going. Well, it actually goes to 45, but it starts here at this guy, the Skeletal Warlord. There's one Skeletal Warlord here, and this will drop from 41 through 45. And you can see right here, you're going to get these things right here, Wraithbone Champion. Nothing too great at all. And this is the question here. If you come here and it doesn't drop any of this Trakanon stuff, then this range is basically only, what is it? It's only one level. See what I mean? It's just kind of strange that they would do that. But if this is the case, then this is the case. This is how it is. So let's just say you get here at level um, low 40s. Let's say you're just finished up over in Kesora and you've been doing this Hollera guy, and you get out here at your low 40s, you're going to be working the front of Carner. I'm going to go ahead and cover the other parts of it and show you around. So where is this guy, the Skeletal Warlord? Let me show you here. Okay, so we'll go back to this and we're going to pop up the map. This was done on the test server, so it's going to be very similar to what you see on the Teak server. So Skeletal Warlord there's one right here. So he can spawn basically anywhere. He really can. It's not just in this spot right here. And let's go ahead and con him. He's a rare creature. He's level 41 right there. They had him at a level 42, so he does have a variable level. Some of these names mobs do spawn with different levels. At the same time, you have other mobs like Skeletal Captain, and this one is 47, so he would not um, be in this same pool. But nevertheless, you're going to kill this guy anyway. There are other ones here. You see a lot of weird stuff out here, like where did that guy go? And it's a Skeletal Scryer here. And you have this one here, level 47 also. And some of these roam around in the water. Something to keep in mind, that if you do see them in the water, you can jump in the water and kill them there. You have to be underwater to fire at them. You will notice that Collar of Sathir is also a roamer too. So one of the great things about Karnors is once you get here, you can start picking up all the other names while you're leveling too. That's why I say it's a very good place to level. Another thing that's very good is that what'll happen is people will set up out in the front here and they'll start working this part of the castle right here. And pretty soon there's maybe 2 groups out here or so. They're wiping this whole thing out. And then you're going to get like, see the Drovar captain can spawn out here. And also some of these other ones can spawn there. I've seen some of them spawn out there before. So you have a chance to get them. When you level up a little bit more, you can get into the castle right here, the front part here. You can get Sentry of Sathir. This one is level 45. So he would be in your range also. Sentry of Sathir. It wasn't in the list, but nevertheless it's there. And you can see right over here there's another Skeletal Scryer. And there we go. There's another one. Let me show you where these are. Here's another one. This guy's a swimmer. Look at that. And this server will have increased drops, so should be plenty of stuff for everybody. So that's basically it. This group that is pulling this area here will probably, if there's 2 groups pulling it, they always pull this area first. So there's a good chance you're going to get the Skeletal Warlord while all this is going on. Okay, so let's get started and let me show you real quick. We're going to go like this and shrink the map. You just follow along like this. Okay, so I'm going to go in this. I'm using a rogue that has hide and sneak. It's easier to show you all what's going on so you get an idea of how this looks. Okay, this one, there's your Skeletal Warlord right there. And if you swing a right over here, this is a placeholder. I mean, Sentry of Sathir can actually spawn in any of these things. That's the weird thing about it. Let's go over here. And you see this Spectral Curate? That thing is a roamer. It can also be Collar of Sathir. Here's Sentry of Sathir himself. Okay, so what I like to do is this is the other camp here. People will set up down here or down there, and this group here can handle this and this area over here. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go upstairs. I like to go in this way. Orientate yourself with this stairway. It's a lot easier to do that. Most people will come in and they'll go like this. And you can see where I am on the map. I'm going to set the map to height filter off so that you can actually see it better. If you want to follow along with the video, you can set it the same way. It'll be so much easier to see here. Okay, so let's go over here and make sure we don't fall off. There is your Skeletal Captain. Okay, and he's just 47. And then over here, Skeletal Captain can spawn over here too. And down here, we have Skeletal Watcher. He's nobody. Spectral Caller, nobody. Okay, so this is where you want to get this area too. If you're down below, the people down below can come all the way up and pull Skeletal Captain and this one and pull these all the way down. So they can handle that. Depends on how good the group is and what level. Let's move on now and let's go all the way down here. What I want to show you next is I want to show you the hand room. It's over here. Let's go take a look at the hand room. This room is usually pulled by the Pawbuster camp because they don't really have anything more than 4 mobs there. And they have some of these low-level guys that they can pull out of here. So that if you get that camp to work on the Monk Epic, it's very likely that you'll get Hangnail. And we'll talk a little bit about Hangnail's level first. Let me show you the room, what it looks like. So if you get in here, you can see there's good old Hangnail. And you see here, Shroud of Stealth keeps you hidden from Watchflies. Whenever you see this, this means that even if you had Inviso, regular Inviso, he's going to be able to see right through it. It's going to be able to see right through it. And you got to be real careful here. This whole room has 4 of these hand thingies in it. And they will all pull at the same time. So what you want to do when you do this is you want to have somebody that's able to either feign death pull it like a monk, or you want to be able to pacify them. Okay, so how would you do this? If you're going to go ahead and feign death, leave that up to the monk. But if you're going to pacify, it's very, very difficult to make this kind of pull right here. You want to get as few of these as possible. You have an enchanter or bard. As soon as you open the door, you may get aggroed by both of these guys here. So what I would do is, you can see over the door here, you pacify this guy right here. You can pacify this one. And then if you do that, come in and pull this guy here. You may get two of them. Pull them to your kill zone spot and you'll be good. Okay, so that's the hand room there. See these roamers? They got roamers everywhere. You never know what's going to happen. Okay, so let's go down to, let me shrink this a little bit. Let me show you how to do it. Let's backtrack a little. So we're going to orientate ourselves to the top of the stairs each time so that you get an idea how this goes. Okay, so this is the stairs right here. We're looking down, and that's the area we came in. See Century of Sathir. Now we're going to go to the hand room all the way down here, and then we're going to swing a right. If you do have an Inviso on, you can go right past it like this, and he won't see you. And we're going to go this way. We're going to head to the Paw Buster camp, and you have to be careful in here using Inviso because there are these guys in here. See this one here? And you need, they don't see regular Inviso. This is your Paw Buster camp here. Also, there's another good one in here that is, there you go. Check this out. This guy here is a Drovarg warlord, and he dropped something very interesting. Let me see here. I want to show you something here. Let's see if we can see it. So sometimes what happens down here, and you have to keep this in mind, is that one of these guys, like these bodyguards or something, will see through invisibility. It's really strange. Like they all of them won't see. Like three of them won't, but one will see. And you come in here and you think it's okay, and the whole room aggroes on you. And let's check the warlord's level. He's level 50, whereas his buddies here are only level 48. So it's going to be a tough fight in there. But here's what he drops. He drops something called the supple scale armband. And in the old days, what happened is people running the Paw Buster camp here for the Monk Epic would get so many of these, and they would just be laying around because Paw Buster's super rare. And they'd have so many of these laying around, they'd be giving them away, just basically saying, hey, anybody wants a supple scale armband. What you can do when you come in here, now that you know how to get to it, is you can ask anybody, ask, is there a supple scale armband? Has it dropped? And a lot of times they'll give it to you. Even though it's free trade, it now won't say no trade, but they keep in mind they're still lore. So people can't stock up on like 20 of these. And if they're in the camp, there's 6 people in here, a group, and they're going to get 6 of them, and then they're not going to be able to do anything. So just like the old days, you're going to be able to get this practically for free up there. And not only that, is there's going to be other kind of loot that's going to be dropping too. So this is something to keep in mind. So there he is, a good old warlord right there. Okay, so let's go back. I'm going to backtrack. That's how you get to the Paw Buster camp. I'm going to go out here like this. I'm going to start over again, just so we orientate ourselves towards this stairway right here. Okay, so we got the stairway. Now let's jump over this, and we're going to go down here. This is Century of Sathir, and then there's another one that spawns right here. So next I want to show you another named that can usually spawn all over the place, and it is Skeletal Berserker. Keep in mind, Skeletal Berserker is an undead. What you got to keep in mind is that he is not social with these other Drovargs. And what I mean by that is that if you aggro him, he will come out all on his own. Other guys will not assist him. So one thing you can do is, if you clear this room out here, is if you have a mage and you just do /tar and his name, I'll give you an example. See like how I spelled that? And see how it targets him? Once you can target him like this, then if you have a mage pet, you can load up. What one trick I like to do is load up a real low-level mage pet, and then you can have somebody invisible pop the door. You send in the mage pet, and the mage pet dies before anything else aggroes. And that mage pet will come in, it'll aggro him, and this guy will run out all by himself. Now keep in mind he can be in others positions too, but that's how you go about getting him. In this room, what does it look like? We have two guys right here, and let's check the levels. Level 43, not too bad, and level 43. You can pacify one of them and pull the other one, or get the monk to feign death bullet. This camp right here can cover this whole area. If the group is really good, they can possibly even start pulling this area here. Let's go take a look at this room in here. And there he is, Skeletal Berserker, and that's our boy right there. He can spawn there, and here's another guy right here. See, like this. And that's how you work this room here. It's good to pull it. So like I said, you're going to get a lot of experience. Don't fall in there, whatever you do. You're going to get a lot of experience here, and you're going to get a lot of good loot. Okay, so let's go back up the stairs. This is going to be our starting point all the time. And I'm going to show you where the jailer is, okay? Because that's another one that's good to get. Now that's going to usually be its own little camp. So if you watch, I go all the way here. This is where there are two openings, one here and one here, right? The one first, you can see it on the map right there. You want to go to the first right turn right here. So let's go down and go like this and keep going down. You are going down all the way down. You'll know when you're there that you're in the right area when you see this here. Once you see this long line right there, you're in the right place, okay? So let's go down this, and let's see, where did we go here? And yes, when you see this S-shaped stairway, this is the right way to go. And then you can go down here, and then you can go here, and you're going to have a lot of undeads here. Levels you're dealing with is still the low 40s right in here. And if we go down to this one, and then we go over here, you can see our watchman. He's 49, a little bit higher. So it's going to get a little hairier. And guess who's here? Undead Jailer. He's level 52. So while you're killing all this other stuff, you're probably going to get this guy a bunch of times. And you're going to get this guy too. Look at the level range. It's so strange. But you're going to get the Undead Jailer here. And we'll go look at what his level is. You've seen a couple level 50s now. So you kind of have an idea what they drop. Let's go ahead and check it out. Okay, so back to this. So you can see here we got the 45 to 42 range. If it is done range style, then that's all you're going to get is the Warlord here. And not a whole lot else. But let's take a look at the level 46 through 40 to 50 range. Look at how big this area is. This is why, if they did it this way, I don't know why they did it this way. It's just strange. But you see our Sentry of Sathir. This guy here, if it is true that you can kill him and you can get a loot from level 50. Look at how long this is. Look at it, goes from 143 to 97. That's 46. There's 46 different mobs you can get, meaning you can kill the lowest level mob in here, Sentry of Sathir, and get that. Like I said, guys, we need to verify if this is really true, because that would make it so some places are totally not worth going to, and some places are just definitely good to go to, or some places are really easy. You can see how easy it is to kill Sentry of Sathir. He's right down there on the first floor, front of the castle, not the exact front, but the second part of the castle. And people are going to be killing him left and right over and over. And he's going to be able to get all this stuff right here if that's the case. Skeletal Captain included. Skeletal Scryer, no problem at all. And you're going to be able to get everything all the way up to 50. Collar of Sathir roams around. You're going to knock that guy off. Here's our Skeletal Berserker. He's right there. You see what I'm talking about? Like, look at these You can just stay in one spot, and a lot of these mobs are going to come to you. Collar Satyr, Skeletal Berserker, Captain, gonna spawn. Scryer, he's in the water. There's two of them up, and they're just gonna be all over the place. Then you're gonna be able to get, let's just say, even City of Mist stuff, Ornate Rune Blade. These are OOE. That means they will not drop yet. Mace of Shadowed Soul for Shadow Knights, if you really want it. And Skeletal Caretaker, you'll be able to knock him off. Look at this. It just keeps on going to 50. It's just huge. You're going to be able to get loot from Gullerback, supposedly. I mean, I'm just talking fantasy. Like I said, let me know if this is really the case, if you can get 46 to 50, because 50 is just gigantic. That means you can get all the Howling Stones here. You don't even need the key. You don't even need to go there. You're going to get all of that. And keep in mind, Hangnail, too. I just showed you Hangnail. We can kill Hangnail. We can get all this other stuff here. Look at this list. It's gigantic. And another thing is, look at, there's more stuff at Carner's, like Drovog Warlord. I showed you him. Undead Jailer. If it's the case that you can go 51 through 55, then this is just crazy, because you're going to be there and you're going to still get all this. Even Drovard Captain, you can cover all this stuff. I mean, nobody's ever going to go to Howling Stones. Why even go there? It's such a pain to get everybody the keys. And look at these people out in Old Sibyllis. They're going to be able to get all of this stuff. That means the only reason why people would go to Chardock is because they want to go down to the kennels and get experience, or go all the way down to the bottom. And everything else is going to be invalidated, because there are easier ways to do this. In my opinion, for your getting in at the high 40s at Carners is really, really the way to go. You can see it. Just take a look right here. Let's look it over real quick. You come here at around 45 or something, you can easily take down Skeletal Warlord. He's right in front. I mean, you can even be here at level 42 or 41 with your group, and they're going to kill off those front guys every single time. And if it's true, you get all the Trakanon's teeth stuff all the way up to here, and then you can progress to, I mean, you'll still be killing Sentry of Sathir and all that in your low 40s. And it's just, the loot just spans so much here. These two guys are going to be killed off, and so on and so on. Okay, so take a look at that as to how much it covers. And like I said, if you like this, make sure to hit subscribe and like, because I want to do more of these to show you guys what's going on out there. Let me switch back. And the whole reason for doing it like this is because, of course, you won't be able to see this kind of map, a live map like this on Mischief, but I want to give you guys an idea of what the mob density looks like, what you can be expecting there. Because once you've seen this, it really opens your eyes to what's really going on and what you need to do, what camps are worth it. And by going through here is my hope that you guys, um, the players out there, will be able to see what it looks like going there, because sometimes you have to have this visual look from above, and it's very difficult to do it by printing out on a map or anything like that. Let's go back up there real quick. Remember, backtrack. There's an S-shaped stairway, like so, like that. You can go this way, and we're gonna go. This Skeletal Caretaker, he can spawn in this room. I bet you anything he can spawn anywhere. So that's why Carners is good, because you don't really have to go to specific camps or specific rooms. You just get areas that have mobs in them, and you're going to be able to get all sorts of loot and lots of experience. And guess who just spawned again? Good old, big old toenail hangy. Oh no, excuse me, we didn't kill him. I'm just surprised, but he's just there. Good old hangnail is still there. And that's basically about it, guys. This is the camp here, the Warlord camp, the Warlord Pawbuster room. And take a look at this thing one more time, and I will go. It's too hard to see like this, but you can see right here what it looks like. There are things, our Skeletal Captain, etc., etc., and there's your Skeletal Scryer right there. And there's two Skeletal Scryers up. It doesn't take much at all, and they're all over the place. All right, everybody, good luck to all you guys, and stay tuned for more guides. I'm going to be doing the next level up, and I'm going to categorize it a little differently. I'm going to be doing places you should go. It's not so much the level, because with Carners, it's, as you can see, it spans from the low 40s all the way up to the 50s. You're going to be able to get lots and lots of loot. Okay, have fun out there, and I will see you there.